honor, and the glory unto the Heavenly Father, which is named Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and teachers at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. My name is Brother Hawashai Zion, and I'm going to be doing this lesson now to help ahchyam and brothers out there, man, who may have different status, ailments, or whatever discomfort in the body, all right? Now, just a disclaimer, man, this isn't any medical information or anything like that or advice. This is just health benefits of these specific foods that I'm going to cover, man. There's a couple of them that I'm going to cover in specific, man, okay? Because the Lord talked about this in the scriptures, and these herbs are made for healing and will keep your body in good shape, all right? The first one that I'm covering, man, is this right here. This is a red onion, okay? The red onions are very, very potent and powerful for your body, so I'm going to go over that real quick, okay? And let me get to one that I like in specific. So this one here is what I'm talking about, okay? So it says here, and this is webmd.com. It says red onions were originally cultivated in 3 different places: Turda, Romania, Tropea, Italy, and Wethersfield, it says Connecticut in the United States, sometimes called purple onions. Okay, so the health benefits, it says that they're linked to many different benefits. Most of the benefits come from antioxidants, okay? And it says called quercetin, all right? And it boosts your immune system, brothers. So a lot of people have problems with their immune systems, and they get sick because they're not eating properly, all right? And let me go to that real quick, man. All right, let's go straight to Genesis, man. Genesis 1:29. This is a real good one, man, you know. I'm just going to go through the scriptures as much as possible, as well as pulling up everything else. All right, and the ones I'm going to cover, again, shalom, my brothers. Red onion, sweet potato, red cabbage, man, and garlic cloves. Eating a couple of these garlic cloves, not to kind of like overstep anything, but each day, if you eat them raw, you just chop off this little part right here, and you can see it. When I eat it, I peel all that off, you know, peel all of it off until you get to this part right here, that white part, okay? And that's very potent, man. It's going to bless you like crazy. But let's go to this scripture real quick, man. This is Genesis 1 and verse 29. It says, and the Heavenly Father, or rather the ahchyam said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Okay? Now let's get that word for meat. H402 in the Hebrew. Meat, fuel, consume, food, eating, object of devouring, consuming. Okay? And that's that. And not all of them are okay to eat either, so don't be getting it twisted or use this. Some people will use this as an excuse to start smoking weed now. Oh, dude, you could consume every herb, brother. That's not what that's about. That's actually misusing things and abusing it, and that's not what it is used for, okay? Not for smoking, all right? And now let's go to the red onion health benefits, because this is the one I'm going to cover first. Antibacterial action, which is important. Anti-cancer, all right, reduces the risk of cancer. Because it says here, Italian researchers found that those who ate the most onions were the least likely to have cancer of the colon, throat, and ovaries. In other studies, researchers found that men who ate the most vegetables of the ahchyam family were the least likely to have prostate cancer. Okay, also digestive health. It says here that onions contain fructosaccharides, and that's one of the largest words I ever heard of in my life. And it says substances that act as prebiotics. They pass through the small intestine without digesting. In large intestine, they feed the healthy bacteria. Diseases ranging from diabetes to colon cancer and depression have been tied to a lack of healthy gut bacteria. So the reason why you may be getting sick is because you're not consuming this daily. You know, you got to consume this stuff daily, man. Now there's recipes and things to make to help you, but I'll cover that in another video, because I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and it's not, nobody's getting rebuked and nothing like that right now. So it may not get a lot of views, or it might. It's whatever. It's for who it may apply to. Bone health, it says onions may play a role in preventing osteoporosis. It says studies have supported this idea. In one study, the researchers surveyed women near or past menopause about their onion intake. After the researchers controlled for other factors, it says they found the women who ate onions daily had a greater bone density. This result is encouraging because older women are most at risk of osteoporosis. So yeah, it's going to help you with bone density, man. It also contains, this onion here, the red onion, contains magnesium, which is very important for your body, vitamin B6, vitamin C, biotin, and copper. All right, and the nutrients for one of these red onions, it's about, let's say a half a cup of chopped red onions is 32 calories, which is super low, 1 gram of protein, no fat, carbohydrates is 7 grams, fiber 1 gram, and 3 grams of sugar. And when you subtract that fiber from the carbohydrate, there's only 6 net carbohydrates in half a cup of chopped red onions, man. All right. Bear in mind too, when you're eating the garlic, brothers, just to quickly segue to that, eat it raw, because the properties inside of raw garlic is better than prepared garlic. Okay. It has harder antioxidant benefits. That's going to make your mood improve as well. And your blood is going to circulate like crazy. All right. And I should get to that right away, man. Again, back to Genesis 1:29. It says, and the ahchyam said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for consumption, which is meat, to consume, to eat, for fuel. Okay? And that's powerful. Now, once again, man, let's go to this. All right, this is real powerful, man. I'm going to put of raw garlic. Raw garlic. Simplyhealth.io. Raw garlic. So garlic like this, that comes out of this here, out of this casing, and it's so hard that you can't even chop the whole pack of 6 cloves or whatever, or 7, however many come in there. I try to chop it. It's really extremely hard, man. You can't, it's crazy. So let's get to these benefits. So first and foremost, it relieves cold symptoms, and I'm also going to get to this too. Let me go to images. There we go. Okay. So it regulates blood pressure and your sugar levels, strengthens your immune system, prevents heart disease, detoxification, meaning to get all the unhealthy bacteria out of your body, anti-inflammatory, so it's going to help to aches and pains go away all around the body, prevents and treats a cold, improves bone health, same way similarly to the red onion, with increasing the bone density, okay, for both men and women on a daily. You have to consume it daily, okay? Anti-inflammatory, prevents and treats cold, lowers cholesterol, antioxidant, anti-cancer. Right. Now, why is it anti-cancer? Because it doesn't allow an environment to where cancer can actually grow because of all of these wonderful health benefits, man. It's one of the most powerful things in the world, man. Raw garlic, okay? Combats heart disease, controls the blood pressure, treats the colds and infections, helps to reverse hair loss, helps improve dementia symptoms, treats diabetes. This is beautiful, man. All right, now let's get to sweet potatoes as well. Let's get first and foremost sweet potato versus the regular potato, because this is another thing that I utilize pretty much on the daily, man. All right. All right, so consumption of sweet potatoes, it says contains vitamin A. Vitamin A is a role in your body. It's an essential nutrient, okay? And deficiency can cause temporary or permanent damage to your eyes. So you need that. You need your eye health and everything like that, okay? Also, deficiency of the vitamin A can cause immune dysfunction and increase mortality. So you can pass away, man, from the lack of that. And that's a beta carotene, okay, which the body convert into vitamin A, which basically sweet potatoes, they contain that beta carotene, which your body automatically converts to vitamin A. All right. Improves your blood sugar regulations. It says imbalance in blood sugar levels and insulin secretion are the main characteristics of type 2 diabetes. The sweet potato may not only decrease fasting blood glucose and LDL, the bad cholesterol levels, but also increase insulin sensitivity, all right, which is good, man. Because when you're insensitive to it, that means your body is breaking down, man, and your body doesn't use it, okay? So it says, however, the current data doesn't justify the use of sweet potatoes in treatment. So this is not a treatment for that, but it's a prevention, okay? It's a prevention of that. Also, it says reduced oxidative damage and cancer risk. Oxidative damage to cells is often associated with increased risk of cancer, which occurs when cells divide uncontrollably. Diets rich in antioxidants, such as carotenoids, are associated with a lower risk of stomach, kidney, and breast cancers. So it says studies indicate that sweet potatoes, potent antioxidants, may reduce your risk of cancer. Okay, now we say may because it's ultimately up to the Lord. But you have to eat wisely, man, Choose what you're going to eat wisely. It says purple potatoes have the highest antioxidant activity as well. Okay. And that's that. If you're prone to kidney stones, of course, you want to make sure that you are having calcium in your diet, because these are high in oxalates as well. If you know what that is, that can increase your risk of kidney stones. So it says the bottom line, sweet potatoes are underground tubers that are excellent sources of beta carotene, which I told you the body converts to vitamin A, as well as many other minerals and vitamins in the plant compound. Okay, they're nutritious, cheap, and you should incorporate them in your diet. Now I'm going to go to red cabbage. Red cabbage, man, real good look, man. Really, really good money. So it says red cabbage is this is the same thing here. It says red cabbage is a good source of vitamin K and provides small amounts of calcium, magnesium, and zinc, which can help build and maintain healthy bones. So you got this to help maintain your healthy bone structure and bone density. You have the garlic to do the same exact thing. You have the minerals from the sweet potato. And then when you mix them with this as well, chop and boil both of them, all right? And get the skin off of this. You're going to have yourself a very, very hot, you're going to feel the difference. When I eat this, I feel much more on point, much more centered, grounded, and ready to do everything, man. Okay? And there's a humongous difference from if you was eating some Domino's pizza or something like that. You know, say whatever, you just have a binge or something, you need some cheese and some bread. You know, when you have that stuff in overabundance, your mind is unclear. When you start eating proper, you notice the difference. You feel more settled, you feel more grounded, you don't feel bloated. And like I said, you look at all the vitamins and minerals that you get. Now let's get to more digestive health. Red cabbage is high in fiber, making it easier to digest foods and keep your digestive system healthy. Okay? High in fiber. It says the high fiber content can keep food moving through your digestive system and reduce constipation. The soluble fiber in red cabbage, which is a very important form of it, can help the beneficial bacteria in your gut. It may help maintain a healthy balance of prebiotics, which I told you that this helps with. Okay, the prebiotics with the garlic, which is super important, and red onions, and also the sweet potato. It's like they all basically are doing the same thing in different ways, providing different nutrients. All right, so this is high fiber, soluble fiber. So it says in the red cabbage can help reduce the bacteria in your gut. It may help to maintain a healthy balance of prebiotics in your digestive system, although more research is needed. It says fermented red cabbage may also help promote the balance of gut microbes and probiotics in your digestive system. This can help strengthen your intestines. And also, brothers, it's going to help to enhance your gut lining and to prevent what's called leaky gut syndrome. Because this is basically like calling in, the tanks, you know what I'm saying, for the army. These are the big ones, man. You know what I mean? Heart health. It says the anthocyanins in red cabbage may benefit your heart. Diets high in anthocyanins, like those found in red cabbage, are linked with lower blood pressure. So there you have it. Okay? Here's another one, nutrition. It says, like all cabbage varieties, red cabbage is rich in vitamin C, vitamin K, and is a low-calorie source of dietary fiber. Red cabbage is also high in antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, okay? Cyanus, which, however you say it. And this is what helps to regulate that blood pressure, man, to lower the blood pressure. And that's really good for you, man. And that's something that may not be included in those other ones that I mentioned. You know what I mean? The red onion, the sweet potato, and the other one here with that garlic, man, the clove of garlic, which if you have 4 of these a day, it's going to be antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial, good money. It's going to clean your system out. And you're going to feel your blood circulating, and it's good for the libido too, man. To give you that extra blood flow. And of course, everything's relative. It's going to be going to your brain as well. Your brain is going to be high functioning, high capacity. You don't need all these stimulants and all these different things, man. because stimulation comes from the actual cellular structure first, not the other different stimulants. All right, energy comes from the cell outwards. And if you feed the cell the proper nutrients and minerals, which I'm going to name off right now, this in red cabbage, man. This red cabbage is real good. Boil it for like 40 minutes or whenever it gets real flimsy, you know, to get the lectin out. And it says here, red cabbage also contains other vitamins and minerals such as folate, vitamin B6, vitamin E, calcium, magnesium, potassium, manganese, phosphorus, zinc, riboflavin, thiamine. All right. And listen, per 1 cup, right? It's only 22 calories, a whole cup. Protein, 1 gram. Fat, non-existent, 0.1 gram. It's nothing. Carbohydrates is 5, but there's 2 grams of fiber. So the net carbs is only 3 carbs per cup of this, man. And that's raw. That's not even including prepared. So it's probably less. Sugar is 2.8 grams, but that's fine because this regulates blood sugar, all right, with everything I mentioned. Vitamin K, 67.6 micrograms, or 85% of your daily value in just 1 cup. And it tastes good, so it's like incorporated with the sweet potatoes mashed. I put spinach together with the red onions and the garlic, and you got yourself a banging meal, man. Okay. Vitamin C, this is in a one cup of red cabbage, bear in mind. Vitamin C is 32.6 milligrams or 54% of your daily value. All right, so it's a high chance you're not going to be having diseases because you're going to have lots of vitamin C, K, A, folate, manganese, all of these things to help boost your body. Now, if this stimulates you to eat better, that's the goal of me. Don't go to these fast food places, man. Go the cheaper route anyways. Go get some sweet potatoes. Boil them, man. You know? If you all are stuck on meat, that's fine. It's no problem. You eat lawful meat, okay? Like tuna, you know? Cans of tuna is always good. I get myself the... what's it called? The solid white albacore. If you could get it on sale, get that. And then you could put olive oil on there too, man, with some cayenne, and it goes down. Okay. So yeah, it's important to boil it as well. So there's all types of ways to structure it out or whatnot. All right, and that's that. All right, and let's keep going down. I want to go back to the garlic because I'm not really done with that. I want to go into that. Really want to go into garlic, man. Let me go deeper into this garlic, man. Okay. So this is from healthline.com. It says garlic is a popular ingredient that has been linked to a long list of health benefits. Now, when you hear something like that, look, you got to actually go and be about it, man. All right. You can't just go about your day. Oh, that was nice information, brother. I'm just going to, nah, man. You have to try this out. You know, I'm encouraging you and exhorting you to try this out to see how different you feel. And when you get accustomed to this lifestyle of better choices with your food, man, you're going to be able to do everything else. It's all going to follow suit. So it says, according to some studies, garlic could help fight inflammation, reduce cholesterol levels, and protect against chronic disease. Given its many medicinal properties, people may also wonder whether garlic can improve sexual function and increase libido, like I told you. And by the way, garlic is 1,000 times stronger than antibiotics, man. You eat raw garlic, it's extremely powerful, man. Extreme. So by improving the blood flow, that's important. That's why we drink alkaline water too, man. Because it increases the viscosity, man. All right. Go look that up. So this can help treat erectile dysfunction as well. Definitely antioxidants. So it says fresh garlic and aged garlic extract are rich in antioxidants and can help neutralize harmful compounds as free radicals. Okay. It says, interestingly, one study and they have with rats or whatnot, garlic improved the erectile dysfunction, blocking the formation of free radicals. Right. So these things depress the body. Okay. And what's contained in those things, in these other foods or whatever that you get with all of these different ingredients. If you look at like a Hot Pocket, for instance, even with just cheese, there's 100 ingredients to 1,000 ingredients. And if you looked up individually those ingredients, man, that's not beneficial to your body, man. It's just it's not edifying to your body. It's not going to build you up stronger, man. Okay. Not only is this a spice, man, but these are awesome for, let me see, as a blood thinner. So it can help with headaches. Now you might get bad breath or whatever the case is, but oh well, I'd rather have that than have, problems with my body. You see what I'm saying? Let's get some more information on this because there's tons of information on this one. All right, let's get the breakdown. So in garlic, it says is highly nutritious but has very few calories. Let's get this breakdown. Magnesium. So one single clove, this right here, one clove of garlic, 3 grams. It says raw garlic contains 2% of magnesium of the daily value, 2% vitamin K, vitamin B6 rather. Vitamin C is 1% of the daily value. Selenium 1%, fiber 0.06 grams. Okay, now that may not seem like much, but remember, when you're consuming just a half a cup of this, you're getting like 85% and 50% of other ones as well that I listed. Garlic can help protect against illnesses, including the common cold. Listen to this study. A large 12-week study found that a daily garlic supplement reduced the number of colds by 63% compared with a placebo. So that's overwhelming. That's overwhelming and convincing. It says the average length of cold symptoms was also reduced 70% from 5 days in the placebo group to just 1.5 days in the garlic group. So they recovered faster, man. So you can recover from things and get back to speed, maintain well-balanced homeostasis, man. Go look that up, which really is just the balance of things in your body, because you have to maintain well-balanced diet, or it's like a car, man. If you don't change your oil, you're going to start getting jacked up. All right. And again, this information is given to us by the Lord to go find this out. That's why the Lord increased this. And really, Scripture says, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So they think that it's okay to eat shrimp and crab and lobster and think that there's benefits in that when those are not to be consumed according to the Scriptures. Why? Because they clean the ecosystem. This is completely polar opposites. You have to eat clean meats and have some herbs, You should get off. This is my advice as a man, but you should get off of the meat all the time. Just advice as a man. Try dealing with some herbs, some cabbage and sweet potato. That'll fill you up, man. Some spinach with the red onions, man. Because look, when you're eating shrimp and crabs, that stuff is destroying your body, man. Because it's polluted with all of the garbage that's inside the sea. That's what shrimp does. They clean the ecosystem. So does a rat. So does the birds of the air who are fowls, that are, of birds of prey, man. They're killing other birds that they're unclean to touch and deal with, or rather to eat, rather. Okay. Now let's get some more information on this, man. So it says the active compounds in garlic can reduce blood pressure. People say it runs in the family. That's nonsense. Cardiovascular diseases like heart attack and stroke are responsible for more deaths than almost any other condition. High blood pressure, this is what the article says. It says high blood pressure or hypertension is one of the most important factors that may lead to other diseases or lead to these diseases. So it says human studies have shown that garlic supplements to have significant impact on reducing blood pressure in people with high blood pressure. In one study, it says 600 to 1,500 milligrams of aged garlic extract were just as effective as the drug atenolol at reducing blood pressure over a 24-week period. Now, these main pharmacies or whatever in these places, they're going to want to, prescribe that, the doctors or whatever, because they make a commission off of it. So they're not going to tell you, hey, listen, just go take some raw cloves of garlic, 4 a day. You'll be good to go. You know what I mean? You'll be straight, man. And drink a lot of water. Matter of fact, I wanted to really cover water consumption, man. Serious, man. Yeah, we have to cover this one because this one, I believe that a lot of people, everybody's missing the mark on this one. Maybe not everybody, but I feel like a lot of people are not getting properly hydrated a day, man. And that's going to prevent, even when you do eat things like this that are great for your body, you're not even circulating your blood like that or exercising. So you don't exercise, you don't circulate your blood, you're not drinking enough water. Even if you are consuming all these great foods, your body's just stagnated. So you gotta work out, man. All right. And I'm just telling you as advice, man. You have to work out. You have to go on a walk. You have to do some type of pull-ups or something. Do something. Don't just sit there, So let's get this here. All right, let's talk about this, man. I'm going to talk about drinking alcohol and caffeine and stuff and what can happen to get rid of the water that's in your body, which is not good. So it serves as like a diuretic and dehydration. So if you drink consuming alcohol constantly, you're lowering your water intake. Similar to when I told you that when you have carbohydrates and then fiber, you subtract the fiber from the carbohydrates because that's your net carbs, because fiber deletes the carbohydrates. Similar to how spinach will delete sodium from your body, like almost immediately. So if you ate a lot of sodium, good thing to do is to eat some spinach. All right, let's keep going. It says it says the most important thing about your water alternative is that it must be alcohol free. Alcohol dehydrates your body and has several other negative health consequences. There's a little more leeway when it comes to drinks with caffeine. Caffeine-free drinks are better because caffeine is a mild diuretic, okay, meaning it drains the fluid from your body. Even so, you will still retain more of the fluid that you drink than excrete due to the caffeine. For instance, when you have a cup of coffee, it's not necessarily going to drain. That's still considered water intake. If you have a cup of coffee, you should consider that as also a glass of water if you had a cup of coffee, because they are related. It doesn't drain it out. Try to cut down, it says, on caffeine intake, substituting a decaffeinated version, and this is just their advice or whatever. It says here, sodas, which I would stay away from sodas because of the sugar content, is outrageous, man. Stay completely away from that. And high fructose corn syrup and all of that, man. Okay. I'm going to go and read this second paragraph. It says, if you don't want to drink plain water, try a healthier drink such as green tea. Absolutely. That's great for you. Water infused with fruit and herbs such as mint can also be tasty. Many people find it pleasurable to drink their daily 8 cups of water with a little lemon juice, which is really good. That's going to increase your blood viscosity, man, for sure, because your body will turn that into alkaline. When it's digested, the lemon will turn your blood alkaline, or turn your the water rather alkaline. While it's essential to maintain proper hydration, you should avoid drinking large quantities of water all at once. If you try to consume more than 2 pints of water in a sitting, you may find yourself becoming nauseous and dizzy, which in my personal, I can take a lot of water. That's me personally. I drink a lot and I get like an oxygen high and I feel really good, man. You know, I would absolutely recommend that before you eat anything in the morning. This is me speaking as my own advice. Before you eat anything, drink massive amounts of water. Like I would drink at least 2 or 3 cups of water. And to some people, that's massive. 8 cups of water per day. So they recommend about 8 cups of water per day, you know. But I would try to stay with a gallon, you know, keep a good gallon on you at all times in a BPA-free bottle if possible, because it's very important. The benefits of drinking water are carrying nutrients into your body, oxygen to your cells, flushing bacteria from your bladder, aiding digestion, preventing constipation, normalizing blood pressure, cushioning joints, protecting organs and tissues, regulating body temperature. This is all things that people just they don't care about like that. Maintaining electrolyte, sodium balance. See? So it's good to have sodium, just not super high sodium, because then you have to extract it. But that's good for electrolytes. Sodium, you know? Giving your body, it says, enough fluids to carry out those tasks means that you're staying hydrated. If you don't drink enough water each day, you become risk of being dehydrated. Warning signs of the dehydration include weakness, low blood pressure, dizziness, confusion, or urine that's dark in color. And that means that you got a lot of toxins in your body, man, which can end up being detrimental, man, to your existence. So yeah, you know, recommended would be about 8 cups or whatever. That's what they say. But as long as you're maintaining, especially if you're exercising a lot, going out, you may need to drink a little more. It says the daily 4 to 6 cups rule is generally healthy people. Is for generally healthy people. It's possible to take in too much water if you have certain health conditions, such as thyroid or disease or kidney, liver, or heart problems. And again, all those things can be regulated by eating these things. Sweet potato, the red onion, red cabbage. Eat it, man. The raw garlic. You have 4 cloves of this every day, man. Watch how your whole life changes, bro. You'll see your entire life change, man. I'm serious, man. Watch, you'll see. You'll start getting stronger, more cut. You'll have more energy, you know. So get it in, man. You know, cook healthier and stay, especially in this heat. You know, make sure you definitely staying hydrated, because this helps to maximize, it says, physical performance, affects your energy levels and brain function. That's why a lot of people don't feel like doing nothing, because their brain is not functioning properly, man. You're just like, I'll do it later. Yeah, because you're not hydrated, my man. My guy. May help prevent and treat headaches. Yeah, because again, it's blood flow. When you get that pain, I got a pain right here. You want to know why? Because you have low water consumption, man. So you're gonna have inflammation, and all these things help with all that as well. With the water intake, with these, it's a knockout combo. and working out. So it helps prevent hangovers, which you shouldn't even have that anyway. Helps treat kidney stones. This is through water consumption. Help relieve constipation. Can aid in weight loss. A lot of people are fatter than normal because they're not drinking that water as well, because it burns calories just by eating or drinking water, man. Okay? So find a way to do it, man. Have a scheduled time, set a timer on your phone or something like that. Do what you got to do. But this is really good. So yeah, we talked about this. It forms saliva and mucus. That's interesting. So saliva helps us digest our food, keeps it in our mouth. This prevents friction or damage. Drinking water also can keep the mouth clean, consumed instead of sweetened beverages. It also reduces tooth decay. Absolutely, man. It delivers oxygen throughout the body. We talked about that. Boosts the skin health and beauty. So there you go on that. If you need some of that. It cushions the brain, spinal cord, and other sensitive tissues. Regulates the body temperature. We talked about that. The digestive system depends on it. Absolutely. It says the bowel needs water to work properly. Dehydration can lead to digestive problems, constipation, an overly acidic stomach. This increases the risk of heartburn and stomach ulcers. One thing that will cause heartburn is mayonnaise. Stay away from mayonnaise, man. It's pointless. You know, and I should bring up avocado because honestly, avocado is incredible, man. I'll do that in a minute. Lord willing, how am I doing on time? All right. It says it flushes body waste, helps to maintain the blood pressure. The airways need it. When dehydrated, airways are restricted by the body in an effort to minimize water loss. It says this can make asthma and allergies worse. Yeah, so if you're not having that, it's a wrap. It makes minerals and nutrients accessible. That's what I talked about before. The body can't pull the nutrients out of this if it doesn't have the proper water intake to move things around. It's like you can have a real nice car, but if there's no gas in it, man, it's not going out the driveway, man. Your gas is your water intake for your body. Okay? And all of this is like the lubricant, the oil, all of this. But it needs gas to move. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, man. So make sure you got proper gas in your car, man, in your body, and your water. You need your water intake steadily throughout the day, too. Don't just water load in the morning, I'm good, and then go working out and sweating and being out in the hot sun for a long time. That's not going to work, man. You have to use wisdom. So to boost performance during exercise. Absolutely, I could attest to that. Weight loss, for sure, no doubt. If you drink a lot of it, it will help you. And prevent overeating, too, because a lot of times you're just thirsty, man. You're not even hungry. You're just thirsty. Your body be tripping. The same type of reaction happens from hunger and thirst in the stomach. So you be thinking, man, I'm hungry, man. No, you're not. You're thirsty, man. Your body's trying to tell you you're thirsty, man. Drink water first before eating. Especially those people who have problems with gaining too much weight. Drink water first and see how you feel. Let's see. Yeah, it prevents kidney damage too. It says water helps dissolve minerals and nutrients, making them more accessible to the body. It also helps remove waste products, and that helps your kidneys, man. You need your kidneys, man. Okay? Because if you mess them over, you're in huge trouble. You're going to be in dialysis. Huge trouble, man. That's no way to live, man. All right? If these approximately 1 to 2 quarts are removed from the body in the form of urine, and the rest is recovered by the bloodstream. So it says every day the kidneys filter around 120 to 150 quarts of fluid. I bet you didn't know that. So look how important that is, man. So I would, if I was you, I would be making sure that they're functioning properly. So it says it says water is essential for the kidneys to function. If the kidneys do not function properly, waste products and excess fluid can build up inside the body. Untreated chronic kidney disease can lead to kidney failure. The organs stop working and either dialysis or kidney transplant is required. That's like I said, you don't want to be in that situation. Or you'll get a kidney stone from not drinking enough water because it's your own fault. Or you get a UTI. Women who get UTIs or are susceptible to that, they're not drinking enough water, man. It says type of infection in the body where around 8.1 million people visit the healthcare providers every day, or every year rather, it says, for urinary tract infections. Right, so they're not drinking enough water. A lot of the population's just not drinking a lot of water, man. So it says if infections spread to the upper urinary tract, including the kidneys, permanent damage can result. Sudden acute kidney infections can be life-threatening, particularly if septicemia occurs. Drinking plenty of water is a simple way to reduce the risk of developing a UTI and to help treat an existing UTI. Kidney stones interfere with how the kidneys work. When present, can complicate UTIs. These complicated UTIs tend to require longer periods of antibiotics, which, guess what? This is 1,000 times stronger than an antibiotic. Raw garlic cloves. Chew them up and just take water and drink it. Don't try to savor it on your tongue because you're going to burn the shit out of your mouth. And that's just advice. Ask me how I know. And that smell is absolutely repulsive, man. It's so strong, I burned the inside of my mouth from the taste of it, which is a good sign because that means it's potent, man. Imagine what it does for the inside of your body. Woo! It's antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial. Good money. It says the leading cause of kidney stones is lack of water. People who report them often do not drink the recommended daily amount of water. Kidney stones may also increase the risk of chronic kidney disease. Yep. It's like I said, man. Dehydration happens if we use and lose more water than the body takes in. Right. It's just a mathematical equation. Like I said, that's why you can't water load in the morning, go out and run in the woods, do 10 miles of running, and fasting at the same time and think you're going to be okay. That's dangerous, man. Everything's got to be done decently and in order. So it says here, dehydration happens when you, okay, I said that. It can lead to an imbalance in the body's electrolytes. Electrolytes such as potassium, when you get this from this, phosphate and sodium help carry electrical signals between cells. So now you know what the electrolytes do. That's why you need some table salt, man. Sea salt. All right? It's good. Add it to your food, man. It's all good. There's not an overabundance. And I just learned all this from studying, man, and looking things up. It says the kidneys keep the levels of electrolytes in the body stable while they function properly. So that's important as well. When the kidneys are unable to maintain a balance in the levels of electrolytes, these electrical signals become mixed up, right? They can lead to seizures involving involuntary muscle movements and loss of consciousness. Yeah, because all that is an electrical malfunction, man. All of those things. Like MS, the person simply just is not consuming enough water and nutrients. Bottom line. So you get things like multiple sclerosis, okay? When your body is just electrically, the nervous system is not able to function properly because the electrolytes are not firing correctly, man. The cells are not shooting the electricity over the synapse and it's just not working. The cells are not able to communicate what's going on. Basically, in layman's terms, it's just unbalanced. It creates an unbalance in the functioning of your cells and the communication signals. So it says in severe cases, dehydration can lead to kidney failure, which can be life-threatening, possible complications. Chronic kidney failure, including anemia, damage to the central nervous system and heart failure, and a compromised immune system. So don't you want to drink water now? It says some of the water required by the body is obtained through foods with a high water content. Let's say this. There's a couple of foods actually with the high water content. Matter of fact, I know this contains some water in it for sure. Absolutely. Because when you cut it, you could feel it. This might as well. So definitely grab that up, which is a red cabbage. It says during everyday functioning, water is lost by the body and this needs to be replaced. Now, this is why you see basketball players or whatever with their little water bottles right there on the court going like this, because they're using water and they're maintaining water. They're taking in water to make sure their body is properly functioning. Same thing like in the corner of a fight in boxing. They're giving water to the guy, here, drink some water real quick. Because if you're dehydrated, you'll pass out and you will have lower lung capacity. And that's the reason why people are not functioning or they're not working out, because their body just doesn't have the capacity due to their lack of hydration, man. So it says during everyday function, okay. It says, notice that we lose water through activities such as sweating and urination, but water is lost even when breathing. Drinking water, whether from the tap or bottle, is the best source of fluid for the body. Now, I don't recommend tap water, man, because obvious reasons, but I would definitely put some lemon or lime in your water. Some lime juice, raw, squeezed, or lime and lemon. That's a great thing to do. No tap water. I would not recommend that, man. Alkaline water, if you can find it, that'd be great. One with electrolytes in it, that's good, because we told you what electrolytes do for you, man. They help to send signals to the body, and the lack thereof can cause all those problems with your kidneys, man, and cause diseases. So, and you need them to be functioning properly. So you better eat foods that help your kidneys. Red cabbage, sweet potatoes, of course, all those nutrients, and then filter with water to push them around. All right. And I have one other thing, bladder rack. This is real important, man. This with Irish sea moss, super important. If you can grab that up, man, get the Irish sea moss and bladder rack, which is going to complete the I think it's 102 mineral profile that's needed for the body. And you're not gonna, you'll see what it is, man. You'll see how healthy you are, you know. Let me see if I can get anything else. All right, here's some interesting information. You know what, man? I think I'm just gonna leave it right there, bro. I don't know. Might leave it right there. Just don't want this to be too long, and then people may not watch it because of that. There's so many facts on water, man. It's crazy. I'll just cover like a couple more, man, and close it out. Try to stay under an hour. So it says here the amount of water needed each day varies from person to person depending on how active they are, how much they sweat, and so on. And I would also say how big they are, okay? Because the bigger the person, the more water you're going to need. Because you're a bigger car, you know? Just like they take more gas, you're going to need more gas. You know? Bigger motor, you know what I mean? For men, it says around 3.7 liters or 125 ounces. For women, they recommend round about 2.7 liters or 91 ounces. All right, it says men should drink round about 100 ounces or 12.5 cups of fluid. And women should drink about 9 cups. Fresh fruits and vegetables and non-alcoholic fluids count towards this recommendation. So yeah, if you haven't, remember, fruits that carry, when you bite into them and they're squeezing the juice out of it, they have contained water because they come from the nature, you know? In times with plenty of water, of course, when you have a fever or anything like that, man, or vomiting, diarrhea, anything like that, you know, you really shouldn't have none of that if you're eating properly. Your body won't have none of that, man. That comes from eating a bunch of BS, garbage. Stay away from that stuff, man. You know what I mean? Like these pizzas and all of this garbage. Once in a blue moon, man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? As they say, whatever, It's not unlawful, but I'm just saying, speaking as an advisor to you, don't do that often because you're gonna be lethargic. You're not gonna want to consume a lot of water, man, and you're gonna be raising your insulin levels with all of those carbohydrates in that pizza, man, and your body's unable to process all of that, man. And that's why you need a lot of fiber too. Where's the fiber content in a pizza? It's like nothing. There's no fiber. So you're just all carbs, and that can lead to diabetes, man, and cellular misfunction, kidney failure, all of that stuff, man. Because it's no good. Let me get this ladder rack. Let's talk about it. So this one, I'm going to talk about these benefits of this bladder rack. Get it from your local health food store. A lot of good stuff, man. It's going to be just the same like I talked to you about just now. Helps prevent cancer, beneficial in weight loss, helps treating many types of thyroid disorders. That's a good look. Prevents macular degeneration and growth of cataracts. It says bladderwrack is one of the most common types of seaweeds found in the oceans. It has been used as an herbal remedy and a culinary element in various cultures for centuries. So that's beautiful, man. There you go. And it completes that profile. Sea moss, too, it says contains 92 minerals, boosts mental and emotional health, supports a healthy heart, strengthens immune system, boosts the sex drive, weight loss, increases energy and nutrition, helps heal eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, and burns, removes toxins and heavy metals. That's beautiful. And then bladderwrack as well completes that profile. Helps with the vision, eyesight, improves digestion, improves thyroid function, prevents cancer, useful as anti-aging, aids in weight loss, natural antimicrobial and antiviral. And if you put that with this, with the 4 cloves of garlic a day, man, raw, chew them up real fast, eat it real quick with water, like you said, drink with water, man, just to not taste it, and you're good. It says natural anti-cancer properties, fights diabetes. There you go. Bladderwrack root fights against and prevents breast cancer. Blood sugar, removes toxins, may prevent cancer, enhance sexual function, purifies the blood, reduces inflammation. So all this stuff, man, I hope was edifying, because, it takes time to go through it. It really does, man. It takes time to actually sit and say, let me look at all of this stuff and let me look at all of these things and find out why I'm eating this. See, the thing is that makes these things more tastier for me and why it's a part of my diet is because I know what it does. That's why the scripture says, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. If you don't know why you're eating a sweet potato, it's not because it just tastes good. That tastes good. A lot of things taste good, but they're horrible for you. This tastes good and is phenomenal for you. Red cabbage, when you put cayenne pepper in there with olive oil, and I put a little bit of taco seasoning or whatever the case is, that's just my preference. That's me to spice it up a little bit, give it a little salt flavor. But with the cayenne and this, is banging for you and it's very good. You could consume it, eat just a half a cup, man. It's going to give you almost 80% of your daily vitamin or minerals, rather, okay, and nutrients of certain important ones that are much needed. And then with the red onions, of course, chopped in to some spinach or a cruciferous vegetable like, what's the name of that joint? That's a lot of information. Brussels sprouts, man. Get some Brussels sprouts, man. I make like a mashed paste with sweet potato and Brussels sprouts mashed together, boiled, nice. And I just mash them in there with some garlic, raw garlic with some red onions, man. You're good money, Add a little tuna or whatever, or you like ground bison or whatever you eat. Bison's a little bit better anyway than ground beef. And I can go into that another time, man. But that's it, man. Lord willing, this was edifying because it's right at that hour mark, man. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and teachers of Great Millstone to rule well and teach well. My name is Brother Howell Shah Zion. I just had the spirit on me to do this video because I've been wanting to do this for like 4 months. So here it is. Shalom.